see, we're talking about another team in the National League Central. Okay, so what we're going to do now, this is the third team we're talking about now. We've covered, I think, Chicago and Cincinnati. So now we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Reds. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, let's start off talking about, excuse me, uh, last year. They finished 82 and 80, so no pushover, no pushovers last year. Okay, so they've been, you know, easy, you know, for the other teams in the division. Last 5 years, easy wins, you can say. So, but not so much last year, So, and because they're young team, and, good. So I like the Reds, and they could have made the playoffs last year if they had played well in the last week of the season, but they didn't do that. So, but as far as we're gonna talk about them today, I mean this year, and so we're gonna talk about. Well, let's start with the pitching. We're gonna talk about all the parts of the team. So, and we like the Reds, young and talented. So we're gonna talk with the pitching first. So when I look at it overall, with the pitching overall, it ranked 25th, so not that good. We have to dig deeper and look at some other things. We might find out some other things. So I would say though overall they got a good young starting staff. Starting with Hunter Green. You know, but they're young, and that's the issue right there. They're young and learning. How to avoid making mistakes. And, finding target. Locations and things like that. Things like that. They're young and they're learning. So, looking at the starting staff, when you look at Green, he had the excuse me, 4.82 earned run average. Only 22 games, so 151 strikeouts. So he was just coming back from coming off the next, and he had Tommy John surgery, so he was kind of coming off that, and, only 22 games. So he's young, and with Abbott, the other young, and with Williamson, Ashcroft. Abbott, he 21 games with him, and his earned run average though was better than Green's with 3.87. So Williamson 4.6, Ashcroft 4.6. They're young, and but they all of them started about average about 23 games started. The home runs were an issue. 19 allowed by Green, 16. I mean, with Green with 112 innings, 19 home runs, not good. Abbott, 16 home runs with 109 innings, not good. Williamson, 18 home runs and 117 innings, not good. Ashcroft, 23 home runs in 125 innings. So the young starting staff, they're giving up long balls, but that's because the location issues, and they're young and they're learning. So I think that'll get better, but they are in a real friendly ballpark when it comes to home runs. Cincinnati, great American ballpark. So yeah, issues there with the home runs. All right, so we have to come down. They're young, but they have to come down on the long ball. You know, but there's a lot of room for improvement. So yeah. Uh, and with and they have a couple of other starters. Okay, so that they got, from other teams. Frankie Montas and Nick Martinez, they should help with starting, depth. I'd say, would you say, so they can start, and we'll see. I think that's a little bit of an upgrade with with those two. They're not bad pitchers. So. If I wanted to grade the starting staff, I'll give them a C plus. So uh, and with room for improvement with the youth of the staff. So C plus and climbing, I guess you would say. Okay, let's go to the bullpen. All right. Now, if you're talking about the Cincinnati bullpen, you're talking about one of the best, if not the best. Okay. And, the saves, 52 saves, I think it was that led 53, led the majors. Okay, with 53 saves because of well, that would be Alexis Diaz, Edwin Diaz's brother. Diaz, Edwin, he pitches for the Mets, and Alexis, he pitches for Cincinnati. He was great last year. 3.3 with the 3.03 with the earned run average, and hey, third with the 37 saves. I mean, so he was very good, and he leads the bullpen. So and pretty good with the I guess 67 innings, 44 hits. That would be minus 23. So it's good. And only 4 home runs allowed. Now that's good. But let's look caveat here. Last September though, his earned run average was 8.0. So he didn't close that good. So there's a little problem there. Hopefully that'll get worked out. All right, and if we talk about some other pitchers in the bullpen, that would be Lucas. He was pretty good, I would say, and Get Bugs, I think his name. I think his name is that's it. Let's see. We're looking. Lucas Sims. Lucas Sims. That's the guy. Lucas Sims. Now, when I look at him, pretty good stats here. 61 innings, 33 hits. That's minus 28 in the innings pitch hits. Only 5 home runs, 23 holds. Earned run average 3.1. Okay, good stats, and it's his counterpart, his partner. That would be what's his name? I think his name is Get Balt. I think that's it. Gibalt. I think it is. Gibaut. Yeah. Okay. So, but good pitcher. And he pitched a lot. And that bullpen was a excellent bullpen. He had 23 holds as well, get ball. And 76 innings, 69 hits, uh, I mean, 8 home runs, a little bit more than Luke Sims. But yeah, not bad on that. And they had another guy, Sam Moe. He was good. Earned run average 3.3. So that bullpen was very good. Top notch, by the way. So I would give the bullpen a because you had to. So let's go to the infield now. All right, and the catcher, by the way. Now the next, I mean, last scene, then catching was Cubs. I mentioned them, but in this, with the Reds, we're mentioning them too, and then we're going to talk about the catcher they have, and that would be Tyler Stevenson. Now, a year ago, he was a pretty good player, and they were talking about him being an all-star, but then he had some injuries, and he's a little above average. So, but good on defense, has a little power. So I give him like a C though grade right now. So but if we want to talk about the starting infield, first to third, sergeant, shortstop too. All right. Looking at the infield, pretty good infield. I like it. Okay. Now we're gonna start with let's start with Ellie De La Cruz. That's the guy with all the talent. Everybody had him. He's a natural. He is that. Great speed, great power. Great natural ability. You see what I'm saying? But he had to go back. The Reds sent him back down to the minors. He was recalled. And then he came back and performed well. But he had a lull in the middle of the year, and he was a rookie, so he had some adjustments that he had to make. But one game that he had, and it was really, I thought it was unbelievable. He had one at bat, I think it was a walk or a single or something, and then he stole second, stole third, and then the next pitch he stole home. Second, third, and home steals all in the same at bat. Unbelievable. So I thought that was a great thing that he did, and uh, but they're counting on De La Cruz to really take off this year. We'll see. He's got a great ability. So, and let's talk about the other players in the infield. Let's see. Spencer Steer, good player, young player, and had a good year. A rookie year, I think. 582 at bats. So he played. 271 average, 23 home runs, and 86 RBIs. Pretty good production from a rookie, so I like that. And then let's go with looking at Jonathan India, one of my favorite players. But last year, I think he got hurt, so he didn't play as much as he played the year before, and it showed with the 450 at bats, and so he was limited a little bit last year. OPS 745. Oh yeah, Steer, his OPS was 820, so good OPS. And De La Cruz, his was 17, so I didn't talk about the OPS. They're big numbers to me. So yeah, so India, I'm looking for him to rebound this year, but he had a subpar year, let's say. He had some injuries, So let's talk about Matt McClain, another rookie. I think yeah, they brought him up. Those rookies the Reds had, really performed. This guy in 360 at bats or five. I say 365. He batted 290. And OPS 864. So you know, pretty production, 16 home runs, 50 RBIs, and 65, 365 at bats. So, graded out pretty good with that OPS, and so good year from that young player. All right, now they got a player from the Cubs, and his name Jeimer Candelario. And I saw this guy last year. He had a good year. Jeimer, he signed on with the Reds. If you look at his numbers, last year he had 505 at bats. So he played, 250 with the average, 22 home runs, OPS 800, OPS. So yeah, good addition to the Reds. So and the other infield help, the players that non-regulars, like Trish Christian uh, Strand. He's got a middle name, but yeah, his last name is Strand. They like him a lot. He's got good good speed. And and the Reds run a lot. They led the majors with steals, like I said. So Steve, Team Speed, give him a. So, oh yeah, and by the way, Joey Votto, he retired. One of my favorite players. So with the infield, let's give him a grade B on the infield. Okay. So the outfield now. We're gonna go again, Young and Speedy. Okay. Two. The top players in the outfield are. Let's go with T.J. Frito. Led the league. Led the team with a 279 average, 34 steals. He played like almost regularly. But a good year, with 18 home runs, 66 RBIs, and almost 500 bats. OPS 797. So uh, he performed very well. I saw him in some games. So got good big hits, let's say. And the other players we'll talk about in the outfield, one would be Jake Fraley. He only had 336 at bats, but 65 RBIs. That's very good production, and an OPS of 782. 15 home runs. So I graded him with a B plus. And he'll play more this year. The third guy that I was looking at, they got him a little bit later. He came up a little late, and he developed late, and that would be Will Benson. So looking at him, he had like 280 something at bats, and but the average was 275, so that was pretty good, and the OPS was 863. That's pretty good. 19 steals. 11 home runs. Graded him out with a B plus. So yeah, outfield was graded out pretty good. But a C plus, though. They graded out with a C plus, but they can improve with the young talent. So now let's, as we look at the Cincinnati, they didn't have no 100 RBI or runs leaders. The runs leader was India. Jonathan India with 78, and the RBI leader was Spencer Steer with 86. OPS leader Steer again. Okay, so let's go. We're going to talk about the bench as we wrap it up here. Cincinnati's bench was excellent. Grading them an A because they led the Major League in home runs pitching with 9 RBIs. They led with 31 RBIs, and their average was 327 as pinch hitters. Okay, so they had a great pinch hitting group, and the bench, the young bench with good young backups, and they did get what's the guy, Nick Martinez, Nick Martini. And I remember him hitting a home run in a big game. And then they got Bubba Thompson. Now, he was with the Rangers, but they didn't have room for him there. He's a young player with a lot of speed, so he might get time in Cincinnati. So, very good bench, very great with pinch hitting. So, give him A on that. And so, we will close now. As we talk about, let's talk about the manager, David Bell. Well, this is his 6th year. He's had one playoff entry. That was in the short season. So, hey, but he's got young talent now, and we'll see how he does, with talent. So, he might be on the hot seat. You will see, But I like the young Reds, and they're fast. I like fast teams. They're gonna run a lot, steal bases, and I think 85 wins is a possibility as we close for the Reds, and in the NAL Central, because they're gonna be fighting like dogs. Okay, Cincinnati, St. Louis, and Chicago, I see fighting like dogs for the NL Central. All right, we're closing for the night with Cincinnati, and we'll be back. We'll be talking about Pittsburgh, looks like to be, next time. All right.